Hey, what's up you guys? It is your boy Sparkz here, coming to you with my thoughts, opinions, reviews, feedback, whatever you want to call it, for the Black Ops 6 beta. Hopefully, who knows, maybe a Treyarch employee really does look at this video, they take into consideration, as many others has probably have the same things to say, good or bad or ugly, whatever you want to think about the beta. But this is going to be totally what I felt during the entire beta. Now, I only played like 12 hours of the beta. With my given time. Also, it's a beta. I feel like you shouldn't be putting in so much time into something that isn't the full game, I guess you can say. So here is going to be my thoughts and reviews on the Black Ops 6 beta. So we're just going to start off with the good stuff. So the good stuff is, I can say that, well, this is a 4-year Call of Duty game, right? We haven't had a Treyarch game and Treyarch inspired game since Cold War, which was released in 2020. What I can really say, besides some of the negatives that I will say later on, this has been probably the most complete beta we've ever seen or played. From gunplay, movement-wise, obviously, like I said, we'll get into the negatives, but it's been really complete and the game felt really good. Omni movement is so much fun. It really is. Omni movement, I feel like, is the biggest game changer when it comes to Black Ops 6. I feel like Treyarch is always the studio to really revamp and do movement better or good. If you want an example, look at Advanced Warfare, right? The exo jumps, you could exo anywhere, any direction, and it was really fast. And then in BO3, made by Treyarch, they kind of simplified it and made it to a point where you only have your thrusters for a limited amount of time and you can only do so much with it, right? So Omni movement is a huge plus, and either you like it or you hate it. If you don't like it, you can just play Call of Duty normal. If you love it, you're gonna be seeing some insane shots with the Omni movement. Okay, no matter what people said about the maps in the beta, the maps grew on me. They really did. Now, at first, I thought Scud was horrible. I thought Derelict was horrible. I only thought Skyline was the best map. Skyline. But the more you play the maps, the better they got, to be honest. I mean, Scud, they say it's a medium-sized map. I agree. It doesn't play that bad, and I normally snipe on that map. If you get the person that's camping in main satellite, the map flow is really good. And Hardpoint probably is the best game mode of all time when it comes to just the flow of maps. Is the best game mode on that map. Obviously, Derelict, you get them on that spawn trap on Domination, I believe on C flag. So much clips were hit on that spawn trap. Skyline is just your overall, I think, the best looking map, and also just so many opportunities for flanking and omni movement trick shots and everything. We got Rewind. Rewind was like maybe that one map I was just like Hardpoint obviously makes it better. Domination is just like, okay, some sort of controlled spawns. But it was a good overall map. I wasn't a big fan of it when I saw it, but it was a good map. And then Babylon, what can I say? They said it was an overstretched, bigger version of like Shipment. That was crazy. It felt like you go mid-map and it's like a gauntlet. Like you are battling like 10 other people for the main point in mid. And then obviously the face-off maps or the strike maps. Strike maps are always going to be good. They're small, they're so fast-paced. The only thing that's you're gonna probably complain about are the spawns. The TTK is perfect. Obviously, in Black Ops 4 and in Cold War, we had 150 HP. Right? Took one extra bullet. Modern Warfare 3 2023, it went back to 150 HP. Took one extra bullet. I feel like the reason why the TTK is absolutely fine the way it is because of the movement. If someone is using the Omni movement, you don't want to be consistently shooting that person over and over again just to get one kill. You know, you can kill someone with a weapon in 4 shots, you know. Obviously there's damage range fall off. I've seen, you know, in the top right when you get killed with a weapon, it takes like 6 shots to get with an M4 at range, but that's damage drop off. I feel like the TTK is perfect just because of the Omni movement. The whole body shield, human shield, meat shield, whatever you want to call it, is probably one of the best features they've ever added. The fact that you can pretty much hold them in a hostage kind of situation, and you can practically talk to them and they can talk to you back. The clips, the entertainment, they're limitless. You can create so much funny moments with that, and in Search and Destroy, it will probably be the best feature, especially if you can get like into a quote-unquote easy lobby, or people that just don't know what to do in that kind of situation, and they actually talk back. Content will be... The one thing I noticed with Black Ops 6 is, obviously in the past Call of Duties, we've seen attachments have lots of cons, right? If you want, you know, good ADS speed, you're gonna have to sacrifice recoil control or damage range fall off. In Black Ops 6, that doesn't really apply to like that many attachments. Like when it comes to scopes, when it comes to some ADS attachments, like it really just doesn't have that many cons, and then that's really good, because I think I heard or saw that Treyarch really just wanted to create attachments that didn't have that many cons, or didn't have cons at all. And I think that's a good balance. I feel like that's kind of going back to how, you know, classic Call of Duties were, even though we will probably never get those kind of classic Call of Duties back. Like for example, like using extended mag 1, there's no cons. Using a suppressor, there's no cons. Like it's such a good, you know, thing to have compared to how the past Call of Duties, they add so much different. Alright, now we're going to be moving into the bad part of the Black Ops 6 beta. And this is actually not that many negatives. Well, we'll just see how much we can go off here. First things first, the packet bursts. Jesus Christ, the Call of Duty packet burst ops. That's exactly like what everyone was complaining about. It wasn't just like me, it wasn't just like a few people. No, it was everyone that was experiencing really bad packet bursts during the entire beta, no matter if it was week 1 or week 2. And hopefully that gets fixed along the way. I'm pretty sure it will be, but hopefully because when it comes to Modern Warfare 3 2023, packet burst makes a huge difference in that game. I remember getting packet burst in Modern Warfare 2 2022. It did nothing to my game. In Modern Warfare 3, it makes a huge difference, and I don't know why. Another thing, SBMM or EOM, whatever you want to call it, it was high. It was at its all-time high. Like, you would play one game, you'll feel great, you'll do great. Your next, like, 10 matches are, like, the worst matches of your entire life. Unless you're 2-boxing, unless you're VPNing, the whole experience of SBMM and EOMM wasn't a good idea at all. I still feel like they should be strict about it. I still feel like you can have SBMM in it. I don't like it at all. I don't want it in a Call of Duty, but the whole SBMM thing is just, it really does kill the mood of a Call of Duty, because you really can't play COD with your friends anymore, because let's say you're the best player in the friend group, your friends come and play, they're just like, bro, I'm just getting shit on every moment in this game, and then their experiences. Obviously, weapon balancing is always going to be a big thing. We saw from week 1 to week 2, the Jackal PEW was the best SMG in the game, and then obviously when it came to week 2, it was nerfed. Also, obviously with sniping, it's a huge like way of like what needs to be fixed in the game. Some things I feel like with sniping needs to be balanced when it comes to the full game. Increase sniper ADS, increase sniper sprint to fire, reduce movement penalties, remove delay when no scoping after sprint, really annoying, and to fix the whole shadow ban system. I feel like this entire beta, like you're sniping and you do too good sniping, you get easily reported, you get shadow banned, you're not having a fun experience. And I had that experience. I didn't get shadow banned, but I had, people did try to ban me, because you start seeing the bans as offensive language or offensive chat warning. That's like that first phase of like, okay, I'm getting reported. And then if they just kept on spamming it, they could have shadow banned you. And when I saw a Treyarch inspired game have tax sprinting, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was very worried, because I'm just like, Treyarch has always been that arcadey feel type Call of Duty, and now we're stepping into like this whole let's use Infinity Awards engine that has tax sprinting, that has all of this. And I was kind of worried, but I got used to it really fast, because we've had tax sprinting in the past like 10 Call of Duties, it feels like. But I feel like just with how the movement is in Black Ops 6, tax sprinting is not needed. And I saw a tweet, a really in-depth tweet and video footage of it. If I ever find it, I will try to link it down below. but it explains just perfectly like how the movement would be compared without text printing. Other things was the grenade indicator fell off. Like, I just felt like you would see the grenade. You know, when you see a grenade indicator, you can see if like if it's really danger close to you or if it's far. It just felt like it was, when a grenade was thrown to me, it just felt like the grenade symbol was just always big and always like right behind me, and it was never behind me, and it was weird. That's an easy fix, but that's just something that I would just like to put out there. I saw that they were buffed during the beta. I don't know if it was for week 1 or week 2, but it was kind of intense. I don't know why they decided to buff it, even though it was always a big problem. Flashbangs were always a problem, and yet they went to go ahead and buff it, and it was even worse. So I would like to see a change to flashbangs. Maybe the flashbangs of BO3 or BO2, anything that's not how it was in the beta or how it was in Modern Warfare 2022, Modern Warfare 2023. Just give us something in the middle. I like BO3 flashbang. Don't give me the BO4 9 bang. That was the worst experience of my entire life. Just give me the BO3 flashbang with the tac mask, you know, little perk to it. It'll be perfect. And obviously, these are my thoughts and my opinions on the Black Ops 6 beta for week 1 and week 2. If you guys have any suggestions, feedback, or anything on how the game felt, obviously I played it on PC. It could have been completely different on Xbox and PS5, or Xbox One and PS4 if you guys really tried it on there. You guys can say it down in the comment section. We're just trying to make this game as polished and as good as it can get, because this is a Treyarch inspired game, and I'm completely grinding this game this year. So hope you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll be seeing you guys when Black Ops 6 comes out, and also when I release any other Call of Duty content. So thanks.